Hi, Coach Curly here. You're about to meet Graham, one of our special clients, because he's battling with success on 2 levels and doesn't know which way to go. Watch this. Hi everybody, Coach Curly here with Graham.
Yep.
Welcome.
Thanks, Paul.
What do you want to work on today, mate?
I want to work on anxiety about moving forward, just anxiety generally.
Yep.
Yeah, fear, I guess, is a big thing, and clarity about direction.
Okay. Can you hear a contradiction in your words just then? I'm anxious about moving forward, but I want clarity about going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Are you anxious because there isn't any clarity, or are you unclear because it's convenient?
I think my heart's telling me to do one thing and my head's telling me to do another, and so I'm conflicted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the 2 stories?
The 2 stories are, every time I see a comedian on stage or a comedy actor, I feel something. I feel like I want to do that. I would love to do that.
Yep.
That's my heart. My head's telling me, had a great career in IT, pays very well, easy to get a job in, low risk, and so go back. So I'm stuck between go back, go forward.
Yep. Which part's been winning?
I've just been bouncing back and forward. I'm stuck in the middle.
So have you put a foot into the comedian area, or?
I've done some training in that area, and I've been successful in what I've done so far. But I have this, I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of getting it wrong.
Yep.
It's like I'm afraid of people laughing at me, but as a comedian, I'm afraid of people not laughing at me.
You just don't want them laughing at you because you're hopeless.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know the feeling. Okay, so you've gone as far as doing some training and then having a bit of a go at some. Are we talking about stand-up?
Yeah, stand-up, comedy acting.
Yep.
Most comedy actors seem to have got there by stand-up, so it's kind of the career path.
Yeah. Okay. Rightio. So, how the training and the bit of a go that you've had in comedy, has that fitted in around being in IT, or have you stopped the IT to do that, or how did you manage that?
I've stopped the IT to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you've gone back to IT?
Well, I got onto the idea of writing an ebook and building a website to promote my ebook, and I went down that path, and I haven't been very successful at that, so I feel like a bit of a failure.
Yep.
But I also feel like it's not really where my heart lies, like where my passion is.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Would it make sense if I said to you that a project isn't going to succeed if you're not really into it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have seen, we did a session with Jo and she had pain in her pelvis, and the pain went away when she got into doing her book.
Yeah.
You can see on her face that they're passionate about the book.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think really you've got to give yourself a score maybe and say, okay, so how happy am I with my life going the way that it is at the moment? On a scale from 0 to 10, doing what you're doing.
At the moment, 3.
3, okay. And if you went into stand-up, where do you think you might end up in terms of, remember, this is not about being successful in that field, it's about being happy and doing what you're doing.
I just know that I come alive when I do that.
You come alive when you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to suggest that you can't afford to keep drifting along the pathway that guarantees that you don't fail. Because you get 3 out of 10 for passion, which ultimately that'll kill you.
Yeah.
You know, people stay alive because they've got things to do, things to live for. So what do you got to live for? And we need lots.
Yep.
And if what you've got to live for is 3 out of 10, it's not going to bring you a lot of energy and excitement and vibrance.
Right, yep.
So my bet is that you're tired.
I'm exhausted, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a demonstration. Put your hands together like that and elbows out to the side. Okay, do this at home. Let this hand represent one side of an argument that you're having with yourself. So it might be, I am after all a good person. Let this hand represent, no you're not. Put them together, push hard. Push as hard as you can. You pushing as hard as you can?
I'm pushing as hard.
Absolutely everything? Absolutely everything?
Uh-huh.
Okay, how old are you?
43.
Okay, I want you to keep pushing for the next 43 years. That's how to be a comedian.
Thanks, Paul.
No worries, you can take that line.
Right.
So, here's what happens is that we battle ourselves. We all battle ourselves. You know, you're good, you're not, blah, 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 whatever the argument is. Do it, don't do it. This career, that career, this partner, that partner, how to discipline the 14-year-old, how not to, all of that sort. So the battle, you know, you got 10,000 battles going on, but we'll just pick one. And so this battle goes on, and after 43 years, guess how far we've got?
Still in the same spot.
Well, the extremes are here and here. So sometimes you're over here and sometimes you're over there. But what are the consequences of pushing one against the other for as long as you have?
It's just tension and exhaustion.
Tension and exhaustion is the tip of the iceberg, mate. Look deeper. What are the consequences of pushing?
Disillusionment, lack of purpose,
Cynicism, skepticism,
yeah.
very negative view of the world, and your place in it. So can you afford to stay where you are?
No.
No. So how do you get into stand-up?
Well, you do it. You turn up at open mic nights and you have a go.
Okay. So it is literally you just do it.
There are courses you can do, yeah.
Yep.
That will help. Most of it is just pure runs on the board, just getting out there and learning the craft. Yeah.
Okay. And so
being
therefore,
funny kind of helps.
Being funny kind of helps.
Yeah.
In the comedian game, I reckon it would. So you probably need to write a routine.
Yeah.
Because what I've noticed is people who are funny in my social life are hopeless at stand-up. Most naturally funny people are shockers at stand-up. Because stand-up requires that you've actually thought some things through and you actually sneak up on the audience and get them with the bit they didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I would imagine the first bit is to write some routines. Would that, am I right or wrong about that?
That would, yeah, that's something you've got to do before you can stand up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that the first step? Because I'm not the expert, so I'm guessing that you write a routine as the first step, but is that the first step in?
Well, it's kind of one of the first steps, and it's one I'm avoiding doing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I've got like the books to tell me how to do it. There are courses I can do that will help, but I'm not actually doing it.
Okay. These open mic nights, how long would a spot be?
5 minutes to start with.
5 minutes, because that's so if you cock it up, you can't be messing the whole night for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Rightio. So how many words is in a 5 minute spot?
I don't know. I mean, it's not very long.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you'd know how many words to write to make a...
Well, one story will fill 5 minutes.
Okay.
One funny story, yeah.
Okay. So when would be a reasonable time for you to come back and give us a 5 minute routine? And run the risk of failing on a worldwide scale.
Right. I've got to learn to keep my hand down. I just don't want to do it. Part of me just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. So where's that feeling?
In the chest.
Yep. And what's it doing? Is it moving or is it still?
It's just a tension. It's like a tension.
Yep. Is it pushing in, or is it pushing out?
It's pushing in.
Pushing in, squeezing.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you let it go?
I don't know. Just my honest answer.
Okay. Would you like some time to think about it?
I'd like to let it go.
Okay. You guys all prepared to sit here while he decides whether he wants to let it go or not?
I'll let it go.
Okay. So, just do that. Just... Now you can make it come back anytime you want.
Yeah.
And if you said to yourself, where'd that go? You'd pretty quickly find it. But right now, how's it feel?
It feels a bit lighter.
Feels a bit lighter.
Like making all these excuses in my head about fear of failure and stuff.
Yeah. Well, there will be fear of failure. But we're not talking about failing, we're talking about just writing the gig.
Yep.
So, are you at that point where you could write the gig?
Oh yeah.
You are?
Yep.
By when?
By when? I could.
This is called good coaching.
I could definitely
putting
do
the
it.
acid on you.
Yeah, I could definitely do it within like a week.
Within like a week?
Yeah.
Because I'm older than you, I'll say within a week, not within like a week.
Within a week.
Because I reckon like a week is a week.